as far as the quarterback play with the 49ers, you're thinking about trading a quarterback that you gave away your future for the next 3 or 4 years for nothing, practically, because you're going to get a couple of picks. They're not going to be first-round picks, probably third and fourth picks. Brock Purdy won't be back until week 11 or week 12, and you don't know how he's going to be after having Tommy John surgery. Sam Darnold has been a journeyman since he's left the Jets. You don't know what he is or what he's going to be. Maybe he's a different quarterback with Kyle Shanahan. I doubt it. Nevertheless, he's there. And then you have Carson Wentz, a guy that has been successful in the NFL, but for some reason can't get over the hump to get his team into the playoffs. So you have, honestly, 2 quarterbacks that are journeymen that are trying to get that next starting job. You have another quarterback in Brock Purdy that you don't know what you're going to get after what you got out of him at the end of the season last year throughout the playoffs. And then Trey Lance, who was your future of your organization because you gave up your future, he looks like he's going to be traded before preseason's over. So if anybody's a 49er fan, if anybody's going to say, hey, the 49ers could be the team to beat in the West, or I'm sorry, the NFC Conference, that's not going to happen. They will be good because of their defense. They will be in games because of their defense. But if they don't have a quarterback that can run this offense and get the ball to the players they need to get the ball to, they're never going to win. And if he will be back and he'll be at 100% ever.
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery, we haven't seen quarterbacks get a lot of that.
No.
But we have seen pitchers get a lot of that.
And catchers, too.
Yeah, and remember, a football is bigger. And you have a different release point when it comes to a football. So it's a different type of throw. So you don't know what Brock Purdy or how Brock Purdy is going to throw the ball when he comes back from Tommy John's. And Brock Purdy never had a power arm. As a matter of fact, his one of the bad parts and why he fell all the way to the 7th round was because his arm strength. He's a very accurate quarterback, as we know where he comes from. But the guy has never been successful even in college ball and throwing the ball 50, 60 yards. Now you get Tommy John surgery. You're probably your throw is going to take at least 10 or 15 yards off your throw. So you're throwing 20-yard, 15-yard passes. Could you win like that? Well, Tom Brady won for years like that, and he threw those short passes. When he needed to make a long throw, he can make the long throws because he had the power arm. Why, if Trey Lance has a good preseason, are you going to trade him away when he could be your future and you don't have to pay him for another 3-4 years? How could you see enough in preseason to make a decision if you're an organization to trade away your future for a guy you've never seen really in a regular season game? Not enough of it.
Right.
So why would you give up a second-round draft pick for him? He's not worth a second-round draft pick. Is he worth a third round? Yeah, I'd take a shot with Trey Lance. If I was the Jets right now and Trey Lance is only getting traded for a third-round draft pick, I'd bring him in. Let him work against Zach Wilson to be the backup quarterback or the second-string quarterback. That's what I would do if I only have to give up a third-round draft pick for him. Isn't it amazing when we were talking about that quarterback class and how they moved up to bring in Trey Lance and Kyle Shanahan? Oh, he's a great quarterback coach, and he can develop any quarterback. And now all of a sudden you bring in Brock Purdy, he's a 7th-round draft pick, and he did something special at the end of the season. He only beat 2 500 teams. And, yes, he took his team all the way to the NFC title game, and everybody wants to predict that if he was healthy, they still had a chance in that game. They didn't have a chance against the Eagles. They really didn't, even with Brock Purdy. And then going into the offseason, because of what Brock Purdy did, you give up on the same quarterback that you gave away 2 first-round draft picks, I think 2 second-round draft picks, and I think a third or something like that. You gave up a lot for a guy that you're giving up on, and you expect to get a high or a second-round draft. So you gave up 2 first-round draft picks and a bunch of other picks for a guy that you're going to give up for a third-round pick or even a late second-round pick. You think that's worth it?
Even so,
how does Kyle Shanahan have a job?